What's going on, fellas? Today I'm coming with a new SOL and CSP update. They're a bit old now. I'm really sorry that I'm late on the updates. From now on, we'll be right on point. I was very busy, I'm telling you, in real life and so on. But make sure to follow me and do step by step what I do now. I'm gonna go over briefly what are the updates and so on, and I'll also guide you on how to install these updates right here on the new versions. So this SOL was released. Here's a little update. I'm currently on the Peterballs. If you're curious how to get the SOL controller, this is free, so don't worry about this SOL weather controller. I believe it's free, but for Pure, of course, you know how to, you gotta subscribe to him and so on for Pure. What is this SOL weather controller 2? This is weather controller upgrade for the CSP 108 preview release that I'm currently on. I even didn't have time to get the new CSP and install it for myself. We're gonna go ahead and install the new CSP, which will be 115, as you can see right here on the preview. But first I'll show you how to install this controller. Please, fellas, do not drag and drop unless you see me drag and drop. Just follow step by step and you'll be bulletproof in terms of problems. Because they see a lot of people, they just skip, oh, he installs it, he drops it like that, but they don't check all the details that I'm talking in the video. They just skip it. So what we have to do, this weather controller is basically supporting the new 180 CSP. So we're gonna put this in. You need, here's very important clarification, you need SOL 2.2.5 or Pure 148 for this controller to be able to use it and to work properly. Now, you can see even Peter Bowles is very clear about this. Do not drag and drop or do not use the mod install feature in CM. Only copy the folder to AC root folder. So what we're gonna do, fellas, is I'm gonna minimize this. I already have them here. And if you're questioning what is this is a bug. So don't worry, like because when I use triples, it bugs my desktop, the picture. So you see, now we're gonna go to AC folder. Now I don't even have this controller, fellas. So all you have to do is, by the way, a lot of people ask me, why do you use WinRar instead of 7-zip? Because if I use 7-zip, I will have to first extract the files so I can actually use them. But with WinRar, I can actually open the archive and I can use this folder. And don't worry, WinRar is free, it's not paid. I see multiple comments, oh, it's paid. No, guys. Just go to the download section, I'll leave link down below. You grab this extension folder and you drag and drop it. Don't drag and drop it into folders, fellas. I've seen people do that. When you hover over the folder, it's gonna drop it in the folder. You're gonna drag and drop it right here on the free space, and you're gonna click replace files if it's gonna ask you to replace anything. So let's open right up now the content manager and let's see what is happening. So I've played currently on Drift Junkies, that's why I'm on the online. And we go to, sorry, my brain lag. We go to weather effects, and let's see, we have the new 2.3 controller script. And of course, I'm using the 148 Pure. Now, fellas, going on to the new CSP 180 preview 115 version, not 108. It's posted by X4Fab, which says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, buddy, and Happy New Year to everyone else that is watching and is new to the channel. So now we have a lot of updates here. So I'm gonna go very quickly on the updates right here, explain something, because they're very nice changes, honestly, with the new CSP, and then we're gonna go on to the installation. So we're gonna start with the first one, is rain effects issue with distance services fixed. Like, there's a lot of changes, I'm telling you, on this patch here for the rain effects in general, and the wetness and the puddles and so on. So issue with distance services is fixed. Static rain intensity setting online servers now is adjusted to keep things compatible, files. Online servers can also disable the rain physics. This is amazing because you can literally disable the rain physics if you want on the servers, and raindrops show up in rear view mirrors as well. That's amazing. In terms of physics, there's one fix that is coming up. Ground height calculation for wings is being fixed. This is amazing for race cars or like street race cars. In some of the SRP servers, there are high horsepower cars with a bit more tuning, you can adjust the wings and so on, so that's great, honestly. The new option for rear view mirrors reprojection. Now this option, instead of updating the mirrors each frame, it will skip a frame or a few, reprojecting previous image to make things smoother. So basically this should help with performance. Some things like the smoke and lightning effects might lag a bit, but if you're running the game at like 60 FPS, you should be okay. So that's that about the new option. So next up, extra effects with triple TA now works on wipers, won't mess up screen space reflection. Yeah, I definitely remember this was screwing up the reflections. I definitely remember the wipers. Now going on to extra effects with triple. Okay, now works on wipers, won't mess up screen space reflection. Oh, I remember this one, it was annoying. Also added support for extra effects with fisheye, 360 mode all to currently limited, not working well with some camera views. Well, that's fine. Mobile gamepad effects. Now, this is very nice for controller players. Mobile gamepad FX script and the app have been updated with improved Android support and smoother steering. So this is very nice in general, like to have such support and updates on like gamepads, controllers, whatever. Because like there's a lot of controller players and they will benefit like in just smoother driving, smoother racing, smoother even drifting if you use. I'm not sure if this correlates to the A7 script that is for smoother steering and so on, but I'll definitely gonna cover that in a future guide. Next up is smoke from overheated brakes should work now. Heating values were way too low before. That's great. Better smoke, fellas. We're gonna work properly. Some other smaller bugs like D-pads not working for quick pit menus. Well, that's great. The D-pads will working now without controllers. Integration option in GUI and Lua apps unable to draw TTF with draw. So better drawing. New trees will also show up in the rear view viewers as well. See how much is added to the reality with just this update. Rain effects physics is being verified now to make sure average rain thickness correlation to rain intensity matches reality. But also I would like to provide some details about the latest design changes. Now here is a lot of changes on the rain itself. The logic of wetness is now completely changed. I can see he's probably changed a lot of the code. It was requiring controllers update. That's, I guess, why Peter Bowles uploaded the new Soul controller, because the old controllers were not supporting the new CSP. Although X4Fab says old controllers now should work well with the compatibility option automatically applied by CSP to older controllers. So that's great. Honestly, if you use an older controller, if you haven't got this, even though it's free, then you should be good to go. There was an issue with online servers with fixed rain intensity, but it should work now as well. Well, great, a lot of fixes. So before the updates, puddles were arranged completely wrong, leading to a situation where aquaplaning wouldn't even occur. Because of unevenness, car tires would quickly find a lot drier spot and stop slipping. Now, water thickness is a lot more evenly distributed, so cars might lose grip and start aquaplaning a lot more, especially without rain tires or with the intense rain. This is great, honestly. A lot of fixes, a lot of adding to the reality and the realism and just the immersion in the game that you can get. To make things accurate and controllable, rain intensity now scales linearly and can go a lot higher. So old 50% rain medium can now be achieved with 10% rain. Old 100% rain, heavy barely drivable rain is only 20% now. Everything above that is for truly extreme conditions. So basically you can see the charter here. And what was pissing me off is that you said, for example, I sent to like a rainstorm, or like I said like complete rainstorm I set on Sol, but it was like setting it to 80%. So now at least when I set it to local storm, at least it would go to 100%. Like if I want mayhem, I want full chaos if I set to a storm. But it's been adjusted a lot. It's not gonna be, the changes won't be drastic, even though we can control the weather with the Sol planner. But yeah, so basically a lot of fixes you can see here. It's a large change, but the old system was very limited in a lot of ways. So we have so much options now added extra. So that's great. He's working for just opening these doors and coding everything. It's very nice to see of him. If you find water level too even in puddles to fewer tracks, track can alter that behavior with the config or simulate more rough environment. Documentation updates coming soon. Very nice. All right, so that's that. To get the new CSP, fellas, you gotta become a patron of Ilya Yusupov X4Fab. Link will be down in the description, don't forget. And now we're gonna go to the installation, which is very simple. We're gonna open Content Manager, gonna make it a bit smaller. What we have to do, fellas, is you can see the lights patch. We're gonna grab this lights patch, we're gonna drag and drop it. As you know, lights patch, you can drag and drop. This is one of the files that's pretty safe. You click install, we'll wait a bit. Also, if you get the error that will show up right here, can't install two things at once, please watch my video. I'm not gonna stop now. I explain everything there. Now we're gonna go to custom shader patch. We're gonna go to about and updates. We're gonna check for updates, and you can see we're running the latest CSP right now, 180 preview 115. So we're good to go. So now, fellas, Make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see on the content, or if you want to support me, I really appreciate it. Jump on my Discord down below. Very soon we'll have more meetings for driving and so on. I'm trying to drive daily, but there's a lot of backlog, a lot of guides coming, a lot of you requested stuff, a lot of you need help. So like and subscribe. Wish you all the best, and we'll see you in the next video.